and welcome to another fresh interview for Fresh Off the Stalls. Again, it's all about the face-to-face Festival of Solo Theatre this week, and I'm here with yet another performer, Martin Stewart, who's involved in two things.
Yes.
So you're involved as one of the 7 actors in Adult Child, Dead Child.
That's right.
And you're also performing your own piece, The Pyramids of Margate. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Chronologically, Adult Child, Dead Child comes first.
Okay.
So let's do that one.
So, you guys have already seen me interview Claire Dowie about the piece. So, for those of you who haven't seen it, why? But in summary, it's her very famous and well-known solo piece. But for the festival, it's being performed. The same character is being performed by 7 different people. One of them is the lovely Martin Stewart. So, how does it feel to be part of 7 of 1, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange because I've done Colin's workshops before, where there are 7 people doing their own individual pieces, but each piece has nothing to do with you, the other pieces. So you watch them and they're interesting. But this one, when you're watching the other people's pieces, they're doing the same character as you're doing. Mm-hmm. So in some way, you're watching your own character. So it's although you're only up for 1/7 of it, you're kind of in it all the time in a way. It's unusual. It's sort of halfway between ensemble theatre and solo theatre. It's a kind of hybrid, really. But it's wonderful because you get the same character but these different takes on it. It's like sort of looking at it from a different angle, from down on it and then up at it and then across. And the others are superb. It's a privilege to be amongst them, really. So yeah, it's fantastic.
So it's quite experimental. So it sounds like you think it's certainly working.
Oh, I think so. Yes. I mean, it takes a while, I'd imagine, to fully understand that you're watching 7 people playing the same character. I imagine some people sort of get that very quickly, and other people takes a bit longer. If I was watching it, it would take me a bit longer because I'm very slow like that. I was watching a Daniel Kitson show recently, which was like an hour and a half long. And he was doing something very clever, and I only got it about sort of an hour in. So it depends on how quickly people pick up on it. Although last time Colin did actually, when we did the preview, Colin did announce at the beginning, this is the same character. So everyone was immediately, on the bus. But I think it works. Yes, in fact, I think it works very well.
So I mean, so you were here last year doing what was the sort of what was the beginning of the Pyramids of Margate, which is now on.
Yes.
But that's your own work. So how does it feel performing someone else's work?
Well, it's not something I've done for a while. Originally I was an actor, I went to drama school 20 years ago. So I was obviously doing that all the time then. But in the last few years I've only ever done my own stuff. So to go back to performing someone else's work it's nice because it's a different tone, but the stuff I write is all, coming from me, so it's all stylistically of me. To come in at something, I mean, it's so beautifully written. It's like sort of driving a fast sports car. You put your foot down and off you go because the writing is this sort of wonderfully engineered, piece of thing. It's beautiful. So doing someone else's stuff is great. And doing Claire's stuff is super double great. Yeah.
So, for those of you who want to know, and I know I said it plenty of times because everyone I seem to be interviewing at the moment seems to be involved in Adult Child, Dead Child. That's on Monday the 8th, and then your piece is on Wednesday the 10th. Monday the 6th.
Monday the 6th.
Yeah, Monday the 6th, not the 8th.
And then I'm on Friday the 10th.
Friday the 10th.
With Pyramids, yes.
Okay. So, talk to us a bit about the Pyramids of Margate.
Well, this started a long time ago. I started writing it in about 2010. With my own company, which is called Gulliver Bell. And the original idea was to do Edinburgh in 2010, but although I'd started on it, it wasn't ready. So I thought, no, I'll do it in Edinburgh 2011. It still wasn't ready, so I thought I'll do it in Edinburgh 2012. It still wasn't ready. So it got longer and longer, but luckily 2013 was the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. So I ended up doing it in Edinburgh 2013, which fitted in with the anniversary. So although it wasn't originally planned that way, it worked out quite well. And as you say, I did the first 10 minutes of it. I developed them with Colin during the workshops, the solo theatre, the face-to-face workshops last year, 2013. I did the first 10 minutes here, and then I did the full 1 hour up in Edinburgh at the Hill Street Theatre. And then I did it again on the 50th anniversary itself in Manchester last year. It was just a one-off. And now I'm doing it here, and then I'm doing it in Canterbury as well, as part of the Canterbury Festival in about 2 weeks. So yeah, it's nice to get it, take it around, and then all that work in creating it, and want as many people to see it as possible.
So did taking it to face last year have any, did it help the piece?
Oh yes, massively, yes. But I'd never really done solo theatre before. I'd always been in cast with other actors and stuff like that. So when I was starting to work on it by myself, it was quite closed in, I think, and I was sort of doing things over here and looking at the floor and stuff. And during the solo workshops, which are obviously all about creating solo theatre, I learned lots of techniques, about opening it out and bringing it out and sharing it with people and reaching right out and grabbing them, and not sort of going like this. So it helped massively, yes, and the script as well, because during the solo workshops, although we're working mostly on performance, obviously you're also bringing your writing into that as well. Mm-hmm. So it helped on both fronts, really, yes. And then that informed the rest of the show, the other 50 minutes. So I applied everything I'd learned in the workshops to that. So yeah, it was really good. And then I did the workshops again this year, not with Pyramids, obviously, starting to develop something new, but it was nice to do them again with the understanding that I gained from last year, to then sort of go through that procedure again. So yeah, it's been great, and I'd recommend anybody to get in touch with Colin if you're interested in solo theatre and get into those workshops, because they're very, very good.
Nice. So a bit more about the piece, and if you don't mind me getting a little personal, that sounds really dire. I just Pyramids of Margate, how much of that is you? How much of you is actually in that piece?
Well, quite a lot, yes. I mean, I am genuinely a Doctor Who fan, so that's true. I do genuinely have a rather dull office job, unless my boss is watching this, in which case it's absolutely scintillating. But so that's true. I do live on my own, so that's true. There's other elements of it that are not quite so true, but yeah, a lot. I mean, the character I did in the workshops this year was completely nothing like me at all, so it was nice to do that. But David, as he's called, is it's quite close to me, which presents its own challenge, really, because you don't want to just be yourself. You want to be performing a character, but when it is that close to you, there's a sort of slightly blurry thing going on. So I don't know whether I prefer doing something close to me or something miles away. They're just different, I suppose. But I hope I'm a little bit more socially apt than David.
So have you actually ever tried to woo someone with Doctor Who trivia?
I don't think I have. No, not yet. But,
and do you generally prefer old Who to new Who?
Well, even more so than David. David actually says he's not a great fan, but he watches it. I don't even watch it. That's how anti it I am. For me, it's just something else. It's a spin-off. It's based on Doctor Who or something. And originally, David was going to voice these opinions as well. And I didn't want to alienate fast. If big Doctor Who fans came along, and some of them love, obviously as they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't want to sort of to put their backs up. So I softened that a bit.
So do you have to necessarily be a Whovian to appreciate the show?
No, definitely not. No. It could be, you're watching someone who's obsessed with something. So it could be fishing, or it could be motorcycle engines, And he comes out with stuff, which is all true. It's all real Doctor Who trivia. But if it was motorcycle engines, he'd be talking about the B4932 socket or something. And you can understand, okay, I don't know what the B4392 socket is, but obviously this is a little bit of, minute trivia. So, although you get little presents if you do, love Doctor Who and know Doctor Who, it's by no means necessary to watch the show.
Marvellous. Well, I'm really, I must say, I really enjoyed the 10-minute exit last year, and I'm absolutely looking forward to the full show this year. Well,
there's a lot of stuff. That first 10 minutes is it's almost like stand-up comedy, really, virtually. But then it goes off into other realms after that. I think that's partly why it works. It keeps changing. There's that section, then it goes into more scientific stuff about SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. and then there's a sort of elegiac middle section, and then it becomes quite dramatic when stuff all starts kicking off, and then there's a bit of a twist in the end. So although the first 10 minutes, I'm almost like my own warm-up man in that first 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like getting things. It starts very quickly, as you know, and sort of bang, bang, bang. Although that's great to do, it does sort of develop and shift after that. So I hope you enjoy the other 50 minutes.
I hope so too. But I'm sure I will. So you'll get to see Martin Stewart on the 6th in Adult Child, Dead Child, and then again on Friday the 10th in the Pyramids of Margate.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
So thank you very much for your time, Stuart, and I'll see you guys later.